How you all doing today? My name is Tyrell Nichols and I have my partner with me, Bruce. Today we will be discussing social media and business. Businesses all across the globe have taken on the social media as a form of networking, advertisement, and customer satisfaction. But first, before I begin my report, I would like everyone to take out your phone and pull up the latest app you have downloaded. This could be Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. For example, once I click on Twitter, I notice different companies' advertisements popping up on my timeline, but I'm not following these companies. And I know some of you are wondering, how are companies like MasterCard, Samsung, and Apple that I'm not following, advertisements all popping up on my timeline? So today I would like to answer the question, why social media? Why do businesses all across the globe decide to venture off and become social media experts? Why not stick to the normal form of advertising, which could be word of mouth, TV ads, or 30-second commercials? Why become social media experts and venture off and expand your business? Well, Forbes did a study and it states that 92% of all business owners believe that social media is an important part of everyday business. So what I did research and I found 10 social network benefits that I would like to discuss. The first benefit that I realized of social media is that it allows business owners to really get to know their customers. Take Facebook Insight, for example. Facebook Insight allows business owners to see the dominant language, race, age, and gender of its most top followers. So this is beneficial because knowing the dominant language of a particular group of people that's following you could help you target a specific campaign. For example, you have a lot of Spanish people following you. You could make more Spanish campaigns rather than the regular English campaigns because it's not appealing to the English group of people. Another great benefit of social media is it allows business owners to attract new customers and really find new customers. Say for instance, you open a coffee shop in Warrensburg. You go to Twitter and you type in coffee shop. It's going to show you the tweets of recent people in the area tweeting about they need a coffee in the morning, and you can send them an advertisement to your site, or you can send them an ad and say, hey, we just opened up this business. Come and get a coffee. And that's one of the greatest benefits of social media because it puts that wide range of network where you can reach people at a faster pace than ever before. Another great benefit of social media is it allows instant feedback from customers. Say for instance you make a new product and you want to get the customer's opinion on it. Rather than wasting your money and making a product, you could put a picture of the prototype. Once the customers see the picture of the prototype, they will give you ideas and demands, and that will also increase customer satisfaction in the long run. Another great benefit of social media, it allows business owners to get market intelligence and get a step ahead of the competition. Knowing what your competition is up to is really a part of social media because you can really see what other people have the good to say about a specific product, and you can either copy the product or you can make your product better than that product. And social media also allows you to search content quicker and easier than ever before. Rather than, like I said, the TV ads and the commercials, you got a better chance reaching a wide range of audience through websites like Twitter, Google. Social media can also increase your website traffic because once more people see your ads on Twitter and other social networking sites, they will begin to click on your link. And once people begin coming to your website, you will notice your search ranking begin to increase on Google, and this will also cause more people to come to your website. Social media also helps generate leads, and when you generate leads, there are three main parts: to scale, increase reach, and the fuel demand. And social media can help with each one of these parts. As you can see, there are great benefits to social media. As they say, social media is the future to customer satisfaction. And now we'll pass it on to my partner Bruce, who will talk about the economic considerations for social media.
In 2013, it was estimated that the total social media advertising expenditure in the US was $6.2 billion, which represented 13.9% of the total online advertising expenditure. In 2014, the total social media advertising expenditure is expected to be $8.2 billion. And then in 2018, there's an estimate that the total social media advertising expenditure will exceed $19.4 billion and will represent 23.9% of the total online advertising expenditure for the US alone. Now, that, I think, is really a good indication about how the world as a whole would be expected to spend money on social media advertising when the US by itself in 2014 is expected to reach $8.2 billion. Many companies have a worry about critics' negative information on social media reaching thousands, if not millions, of individual customers. That information on these social media sites can be quickly disseminated through indexing services such as Google and Ask, so that they can reach more people than would normally be on those social media sites. As such, many companies have shied away from the use of social media in the past to try and avoid those confrontations. Now, however, more and more companies are actually embracing social media as a form of cheap advertising and the ability to provide feedback to their customers. An example of this is Dell, who in 2006 had an incident with an angry blogger that then forced them to reevaluate social media, and they created two sites, two blogs, Direct to Dell and IdeaStorm. These two sites provided a way for their customers to not only give feedback to Dell about their business operations, but also provided through IdeaStorm the ability for customers to give ideas for Dell to use in future and upcoming products. As a result of this, those two sites are now considered the most successful blogs in cyberspace. Many companies do not operate their own blog sites. However, this does not stop them from hiring consultants to scan social media sites on the internet. These consultants search for any mention of the company's name and determine whether the company is being affected negatively or positively by those posts on social media. This has also opened up opportunities for other businesses to provide a service for these companies. Hootsuite Media Inc. and SocialOomph.com provide services for companies that don't necessarily want to hire their own consultants. They will offer a service where they will scan social media sites for mentions of their customers' names or products and provide feedback to those customers to determine what needs to be done about it, either negatively or positively. Another service that many of them offer is the ability to test the response of a company's internal social media consultants to a threat by providing a simulated attack on social media sites.
What?
As a cautionary note, it should be said that with any technological development, there is also the risk of abuse through technology. Critics have used software to bulk post negative comments onto multiple social media sites about various companies. There's also the risk that companies themselves, through whatever reason, will start using software to simulate a user on social media sites and therefore try and spam those sites with positive comments about their own products. For example, on Twitter, it was estimated that 7% of all tweets, that's followers on Twitter, were actually spam bots. And that 51% of all users on Twitter, that is, the users that post, were actually run through no human interaction that there were actually chatbots. It was also determined that about 30% of humans through Twitter could be fooled by these spam bots. That they thought they were talking to real humans through the use of the technology of the software behind those chatbots. Well, this is kind of worrying because users want to know that they can trust the person on the other end. And through technology being abused like this, that those users will slowly become more and more skeptical until the use of social media will eventually fail. Thank you. Any questions?